Okay, I wanted to do, move this out of the way. I did a reading with some of the, I think I did the Lenormand. Yeah, I did some of the Lenormand and also a tarot reading on Trump and consequences in the courts. If he's ever going to face some sort of consequences when it comes to court things. So I'll leave that here. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for all your support. For those that are, again, joining the channel and sharing. If you find something you like here and you have a channel, feel free to share it on your channel. The more exposure we get, the better it is. Thumbs up, thumbs down, all great. Thank you so much, and we'll see you online. Okay, people are saying that Trump is not going to have any ramifications with the courts, etc. Nothing's going to happen. But let's look and see. Maybe I need to use the smaller cards. Okay. Let's see. What about Trump in the courts? Oh, trying to get this out of the way. Okay. What about Trump in the courts? Let's see if it's going to show anything. Hopefully it'll let us know if he's going to wind up. Because he thinks he can get away with anything now. If it's an official duty, there's no charges for him. But I think he's beyond it. Short-term luck. Starting out with short-term luck. Looking closer look at his short-term luck in the White House and the community, what he's putting out in the community for the long term. An ending. And for his monetary things, an end to the monetary stuff he's trying to pull. Okay. The key. Move these up a little bit so I have room to put the last row. Is that all on there? Yeah. Key. Short-term look, key. A closer look at the proclamations, the things he's putting out. The gentleman. Now, I would say the gentleman is not Trump, but somebody maybe that's looking at what he's doing. New things when it comes to the community. Long-term messages. Ending to the health. And for the monetary stuff, we have a whole bouquet of things, a lot of items. Birds, deeper conversations. I would say with the owl, it's conversations done in the dark. Seen, key. The clouds, okay. So clouds coming over his proclamations, looking deeper at that. A bridge, the gentleman will be a bridge. Eating away, something new that he's trying to eat away when it comes to the community. The message, new messages about the law, long term. The difficulty coming up, the cross to bear with the health endings of these things. And Trump. Trump is down here, so all this stuff is coming up on top of him. Okay, so let's look and see what we have. Short-term luck with the monetary stuff when it comes to Trump and this darker message. Okay, at the center of it, we have new things. Bridges for the long term. White House, we have more about law coming out when it comes to him. A gentleman is going to be giving a message, and new eating away at the community he's going to try to put into place. The gentleman is going to have some kind of proclamation, new proclamation coming out, a new look at what's being eaten away. Unhappiness when it comes to the community, and making a bridge when it comes to Trumpenstein, what's happening. The letter, the documents, key. This gentleman's got some key about the documents, short-term luck bridging things. Darker look at the darker things from the White House, information coming, closer look with some of the proclamations, the clouds. So it looks like, you know, some of this was going to have, again, difficulties with the courts, with the legality of these things. Because the message, new things about health, new message about health, long-term law established, eating away, message, eating away, some of these endings being eaten away, and the community messages the difficulties that they're going through when it comes to the health. We've got the message about health, a lot more items coming up, the law concerning the money, the health of what he's doing, the long term when it comes to long life health, when it comes to Trump, and an ending, the health and ending to a difficulty coming up. So let's see, ending with the health of all these things with the money, the difficulty now facing Trump with the law, okay? The law, he's going to have difficulties with it, okay? A lot of things when it comes to the money and the health, a lot of things coming up for difficulties of health for Trump, okay? So I think his health is going to be declining because of all these, because of all of the law. When I see this, I think of the law books, the information, the wisdom, difficulty for him, okay, coming out. So the health, long-term health, life, new bridges, new things coming out when it comes to his health, okay. Difficult messages for the community that a man's going to be bringing out. Of course, we have all these difficulties we're looking at. Hello, Miss Lily. Miss Lily and Mr. Mickey decided to come in and see me. So let's see, the key to the documents, some of these darker things, they're taking a look at it. Some of the short-term luck he's had, but the key in what he's doing, looking at the White House, how he's dealing with the community, with this man. Again, something new is going to be coming out, that he's going to be bridging these darker things with eating away at this. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and do the tarot and see what we have with that. Yeah, this is not going to bode well for his health because there's going to be a lot of stress, endings of things, you know, things he keeps trying to push. A lot of them are going to be ended by the courts, okay? He's just not going to do well with it. So let's go ahead and pull cards. Let's pull these. These are a little easier for people sometimes. So Trump in the courts, let's see what we have. Oh, Mr. Mickey, roly, 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 scratch the back, scratch the back. So what can you tell me about Trump and the courts? Does he have anything to worry about with the courts? Message about an action. Strength, a strong message about action when it comes to what is coming out, holding on to the power. Okay, we'll have to see who this is, if that's his power, holding on to power, or if it's the court's power. So the energy coming into it, not liking the harvest of all of the things that they see that he's putting out there, messages, the people involved, the strength of the people involved with it. And again, the things being tied up, feeling the restrictions. We have restrictions coming. So what's going on now? The abuse of power could also be control of courts, but let's see the abuse of power when it, yeah, he's abusing his power. His abuse of power and facing some loss, okay? The challenge is the things that he continues to feed, to put out there. His lies, his deceptions, the people involved, he keeps getting those really close and other people involved around him, and the push and pull of the energy with this. Things rapidly, they're taking rapid action with a lot of things up in the air. And victories. Okay, so the court is going to be really busy with this. Underneath of it, the prosecutors. Again. So let's see what we have. Four corners. The message about an action rapidly taking place for a victory when it comes to the power. Now again, we'll have to see who is holding the power there. Is that the courts or is that Trumpenstein? In the center of he who would be king, he's surrounded by the people, okay, that he's got close to him. When it comes to the harvest of what they're trying to do, a lot of push and pull with this. Not easy. Above him is the abuse of power, and underneath of him a loss. Loss with his abusing of power. He's not going to be able to continue to abuse these things. He's going to face a lot of losses. Restrictions. When it comes to the things he's putting out, there are going to be restrictions. Okay, so when it comes to the lovers, I would say this is Musk and those, the power about the abuses of power. There is going to be, again, now I'm not sure. Let me pull one more card and see if I can get, now I'm going to pull it from a different deck because I don't want to mess those. Those are the ones we're going to do for looking what's under the surface. But let me go ahead, see if I can pull. What can you tell me? Who is this? Is this Trump or is this the courts? Long term. Setting up for the long term. Long-term offerings. Okay, long-term offerings of the power of long-term offerings. The abuse of that is what they're looking at. Okay. So when it comes to the lovers, the strength, they depending on the strength of Trumpenstein to get them out of trouble. The messages, though, messages for them are facing loss as well. Okay, so they're going to be depending on Trump, the strength of Trump to continue to insulate them. But above it, when it comes to harvest, they're going to be restricted. Okay, the offerings up for the long term when it comes to the things that they're holding on to, the power. There is that abuse, and there could be some control. Apparently, this abuse of power or this control, there is some victory with some of them. Okay, they're having some victory somewhere. When it comes, there is still going to be a push and pull, and there will be some losses coming rapidly. So it looks like win some, lose some is what it looks like. A lot of stuff up in the air, push and pull with what's taking place with it. Okay. So let's see if we get more information, what's under the surface with this. Now I want to find out about Trumpenstein with those, you know, that are surrounding him. Again, the abuses he's telling them to do, okay, there will be some losses with the push and pull of it, and they're depending on him to save them. But again, there's going to be some restrictions put into place. So let's see what else we have. Let's see what else we have under the surface. See if that's going to give us a little more clarification with it. When it comes to Trump, I want to know about Trump. Ramifications for Trump. So here we have, this is usually for me, some of the prosecutors. There is a, oh, okay, we go this way when we do this. This is a distancing. We have a truth. Charging forward when it comes to truth. And we have the devil, his dark deeds. So they are going to be pushing for this truth to come out. This is what we're looking at. There is some walking away. So some of the things he's going to have to walk away, he's going to be upside down with them. New truth coming out about the desires, what's coming. Charging forward with this new path. And his dark deeds, he's going to continue to try to go forward. When it comes to holding on to the personal power or the prosecutors, the new truth or something's going to be offered up. They're going to absolutely try to move forward with some things. Looking at the history, okay, distancing from some of this, there will be an agreement when it comes to the desires about this new thing coming in. There will be actions, new path taken of actions and bringing truth out, and about balancing, juggling some of the things when it comes to the dark things that Trumpenstein is doing. Again, the center of it are the desires, the past information coming out, again, taking action to make him distance, overturn some of the path he's doing, okay? Something's trying to go forward, an agreement about the path and his actions, new truth coming out to balance and stuff. When it comes to hung up, we have the major truth coming out, an agreement when it comes to overturning with prosecution, some of the things being offered up when it comes to truth. The burden of ending, again, all of this truth coming out, the swords coming out, it's being worked on because they don't like what they're seeing. What's been hidden is, let's see what we have here. What's been hidden is the personal truth, what they have, what they know. When it comes to endings, figuring out the next move. When it comes to the world, there's a lot of interest everywhere, working on what's been blocked for the long term. There is some sitting with things, meditating on what to do next when it comes to the White House, new actions for democracy, when it comes to the manipulations of the dark government and the pain for families with what's being birthed and being a tower moment, okay? So it looks like, you know, they're ramping up things in the courts, etc., when it comes to Trumpenstein and coming after him, okay? Going to be some skirmishes at first. Some win, some lose. Some winning, some losses. But let me ask, what's the bottom line for Trump? What's the bottom line when it comes to Trump? What can you tell me? Can you tell me the bottom line when it comes to Trump and the courts? Will Trump face consequences? That's what we want to know and what I'm not getting. Will Trump face consequences? Okay. The message about, the concrete message about the power being done, the internal knowledge, the internal truth of the steel. I keep getting the steel keeps coming out. Action about the steel and losses of his power because of the internal information and the burden. Okay, there's a lot of burden there with the what he's done, what they know, wanting to balance this above it, offering up something for this loss, and absolute truth coming out. His craziness, the craziness of Trump, the things that they've been handing out going forward, okay? So it's looking like some things about the steel and other things will be coming out about what he's doing, what he's handing out. So according to this, there will be some ramifications for him in court in the end. It's going to affect him going forward.